Standard 7th. Subject English. Poem It's a Small World. Good morning. Children, how are you? We are fine, ma'am. Thank you. How are you, ma'am? I'm also fine. Hope you enjoyed your vacations. Yes, ma'am. The best time in school life is when we have our vacations. Yes, exactly. I know. I also eagerly waited for vacation during my school time. So, coming back to our studies, are you ready for the first poem of this year? Yes, ma'am. We will love to learn a poem. This poem is about the world as it suggests in the name itself. It's a small world. But, ma'am, how can a world be small? We have studied in our geography class that world is very big. Yes, that's true. World is really very big place when we count it in miles and distances. But when it comes to feelings, the world becomes small as poet tells in first few lines of the poem. It's a world of laughter, a world of tears. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. In the above lines, the poet tries to tell us that when we are happy or anyone in the world is happy, he or she laughs and smiles to express their happiness. When someone is sad, they feel like crying and shedding tears. These feelings are expressed in the same way by everyone in the world, no matter where they live. The poet also tells that the world is full of hope for better than what we already have. This is also related with every human being in the world, and when it comes to fear, it is again the same. We human beings always fear of losing something. A child in our country has a fear of unknown or dark, same as a child in any other country of the world. So the poet says that the world is a small place because everywhere the feelings are same. In the next lines, the poet says, there's so much that we share that it's time we are aware it's a small world after all. Here the poet says that we have so many things in common. We share the same joys and sorrows. We have the same hopes and same fears. So the poet says that it is time now to realize that it is a small world after all. He says so because he experiences that human beings are same everywhere. To the next half of the poem, the poet says, there is just one moon and one golden sun, and a smile means friendship to everyone. Though the mountains divide and the oceans are wide, it's a small world after all. Ma'am, I know what the poet wants to say. He says that there is only one moon in the sky and one sun all over the world. Everywhere smile means you are ready to make friendship. That is universal. Yes, very well said. By emphasizing on one moon and one sun, the poet tries to say that one sun brightens the whole world. In the same way, there is only one moon which shines beautifully at night. These gifts of God are visible everywhere in the world, with its same grace and beauty. He also says that meaning of smile is welcoming friendship, and it is same in every part of the world. Everywhere smile is welcomed with friendship. Ma'am, why does the poet say that mountains divide? The poet says so because there are big mountains in the world which divide the world into different regions. They are like a barrier between two countries. He also mentions oceans which are wide enough to keep two continents away from each other. But still the world is a small place as these barriers has nothing to do with the feeling in our heart. It is going to remain the same wherever you go. And again in last two lines he repeats, it's a small world after all. So, children, did you like the poem? Yes. Children, now let's start with our activities. Everyone knows what are rhyming words, isn't it? Find out the rhyming words in the poem. Ma'am, shall I start? Yes, please. Fears, we can add dears here. Well done. Who will try for the next one? Ma'am, I found one. Share, aware. We can add fair care. Good. Anyone else would like to try? Sun, one. We can add here done, fun, run. One more pair is left. Who can tell that? Divide, wide. We can add side, right, tide. Very good. To guess and discuss the meanings of the given lines. First sentence is, it's a world of laughter. Ma'am, it means that is a world of happiness. Everyone in the world has the same expression when they are happy. We laugh when we are happy, and it is the same all over the world. So the poet says it's a world of laughter. Very well said. Coming to the next line, a world of tears. Here the poet says that as we laugh when we are happy, we cry when we are sad. It is again same all over the world. Nowhere in the world will you see people laughing or smiling when they are sad. So the poet describes this world as a world of laughter and world of tears. Nice explanation. Coming to the next line. It's a world of hopes. People in this world have high hopes. They hope to achieve something. Everybody longs to do better in future. Therefore, the poet describes this world as a world of hopes. Well done. The last line is, and a world of fears. There is a feeling of fear in everyone's heart of losing something, or fear of something or the other. People fear that unwanted things should not happen in their lives. So the poet describes this world as a world of fears. Good. Now let's start an interesting activity. The poet says, and a smile means friendship to everyone. Here the gesture of smiling means friendship, and it is the same everywhere in the world. Let's find some more actions or gestures which have the same meaning everywhere in the world. Ma'am, gesture of shaking hands is very common throughout the world. When we meet someone, we welcome them and shake hands. Sign of victory is also common everywhere in the world. We show V with our two fingers and the people understand that it is sign of victory. Very well said. But there are some actions which do not convey the same meaning everywhere in the same manner. Can you list some of them? Yes, ma'am. I can tell one such action. Touching the feet of elders is a gesture to show respect. But this tradition is not seen everywhere in the world. It is special for Indians. Similarly, the gesture of joining palms to say namaste is also restricted to India and some other Asian countries. The sign of thumbs up shows appreciation in Western world. But in India, this sign is also used to show thenga, which conveys that something will not be made available or will be denied to the person in front of you. Well said. You're correct. Some gestures are accepted worldwide and are very common and easily understood. Some are restricted to certain regions and are not accepted everywhere in the world. I will show you some sentences on the screen. You have to form conversations using them. First one is conversation between two friends on the first day of school. Ma'am, I will try this one. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm fine. It's nice to be back in school. Yes, I'm also excited. Conversation between two friends about their vacation. Ma'am, I will try the next one. So nice to see you again. How was your holiday? It wasn't amazing. I spent my holidays at my grandmother's place. All my cousins were there. We had so much fun together. How did you spend your holidays? We went to Shimla in the vacation. Wow, how was your journey to Shimla? It was great. Conversation between an old and a new friend. Hi. Hello. My name is Priya. I am new here. My name is Jyoti. Come, I will introduce you to my friends. Meet my friends Geeta and Sujata. Hi, I'm Jyoti. Conversation between teacher and student. I am so glad to see you all. Ma'am, so nice to see you again. This year I will be your class teacher. Welcome, ma'am. We are so happy. Very good. Hope you all enjoyed this session of the English class. Bye.